on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hey, beautiful people. I'm May Queen, and something powerful is landing on the 1st of March 2026. The Make You Lounge, where faith meets vibe, where culture meets conversation, and where creativity meets purpose. Broadcasting live from London with strong diaspora root from the Make You Lounge every Sunday, 7 p.m. on Starr Radio UK. This isn't just a radio show, it is a movement. So lock it in, tell a friend, pull up to the lounge, because in the May Queen Lounge, we build legacy while we vibe. See you Sunday at 7 p.m.
This is Starr Radio UK.
The best radio show.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK. Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie, and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is UK. Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr.
Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
All right then, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Starr Radio UK Monday edition of the morning show, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Today is the 23rd day of March, the year 2026, a week where we'll have a full, the last full week of March, okay, of the month, and then next week we'll be having a staggered one. We are getting ready for to the what do you call it, the new month, April. When spring is definitely would have sprung, right? Good. But wherever you are this morning, I want to welcome you to the greatest program in the whole wide world. Let me take this opportunity to say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy. Francis, I hope you are doing very well. To my baby sister, Delta, massive good morning to you, baby. I hope you are doing very well. Say hello to mom for me, Mrs. Vida Hammond. And yesterday was my youngest brother. That was his birthday, the 22nd. Amen. Massive good morning to you. Hope you are doing very, very well. And my love salutation to the family there as well. Antonio and the family there, I salute you. Thank you very much for giving him a very nice birthday treat there. You are wonderful, wonderful people. I mean, a very, very exceptional people, and I'm so grateful for all your love and care there. All right, then I'll be seeing you pretty soon there. Yeah, be paying a visit pretty soon. Now let me say good morning to Atakofi. Good morning, Nianana Joe, the chief of Ashaman. I hope you all doing very, very well. May Queen for that brilliant program yesterday. And then Mrs. Abigail Comey, who happens to be the mother of Stormzy, who graced our studios yesterday with a present. I salute you there as well, ma'am. I hope you are doing very, very well. Good morning to all the other guests who were on the program, the May Q Lounge yesterday. That program comes your way every Sunday at 7 p.m. with May Queen. So make a date with her this Sunday when she comes your way. That will be the 29th. All right, and let me say good morning also to no other one but Pastor Emmanuel Seth Chidi, man of God. Hope you are doing very, very well. Thank you very much for your support over the years. Reverend Michael Esiama, good morning to you. To Captain Tete, good morning. To my brother Felix all the way in Aberdeen, massive good morning to you. And a special one to Coach Jodine, Pastor Julius Dake. I hope you are doing very, very well. Massive good morning. To Mami Kwabia, good morning to you. To all the Aberdis and Hammons in Ghana as well, I salute you. And to the Aberdis for the loss of our sister, one of the cousins there, very, very dear one, Abenasewa, may her soul rest in perfect peace. But wherever you are this morning who tune in to listen to us, I want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the program. This is how the program is going to be. I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast will follow suit, then the travel update. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. Then we continue from there exactly at a quarter to 12, the line will be activated. We're doing our best to see whether we can get HRH Linda Parlian on the program because she said she's on the move. That's why if you look at the titles of the program for today, we didn't put her on. However, once she signals that she's able to do so, we'll be bringing her on. So in that case, that's what's going to happen. So if we get her, then by 12:30 we'll bring the program to a close. If we don't, then at 12 o'clock we'll bring the program to a close. But whatever it is, make sure your dials are logged on Starr Radio UK. How many man? Mr. Dan Tabiri, massive good morning to you and to the family as well. Hope you are doing very, very well. Okay. Now, let's crack on. So the quote for the day says what? If you look for a situation and you cannot find it, you can create it yourself. That's a good one. You look for a situation and you can't find it, you can create it yourself. Create that enabling environment for opportunities to come through, right? Good. All right then. Now, when it comes to the weather front for today, this afternoon we'll have sunny spells, but these will be quite hazy due to the presence of high-level cloud. Later in the day, skies will cloud over, but it will remain dry. Tonight will remain dry with large areas of cloud around, but there will be occasional clear intervals at time. A mild night, and it's going to be turning breezier. The top temperatures there, 15 degrees tops, the lowest 8 degrees. Pollen level is going to be moderate, UV level moderate, pollution is going to be low. Sunset 18:18. That's all right for tomorrow morning, 05:57 hours, and that brings us to the end of the weather forecast for London and the southeastern part of the UK. But wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. We go on the travel updates. As I say, keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads. Us keeping updated, our promise, our bond. Where are you traveling from or where to? Get in touch, and we will be bringing you more on that front. But before we go global trotting, let's look at your travels. All right then. So, on the underground this morning, as I say, keep your eyes on the roads. Now, the Central Line is experiencing minor delays on the entire line due to train cancellation. So, if you can avoid that, do your best to do so. The Jubilee Line also minor delays on entire line due to train to an earlier faulty train at Bermondsey. That aside, all the other underground lines are running a good service. DLR, London Overground, and London Tramlink. Good service there. Now, taking you straight to the major roads in London, and what have I got for you? So, the A40 and not circular A406 are all experiencing serious delays. If you can avoid that, do so. It's due to roundabout and Marylebone the flyover, full closure of the A40 Westway and eastbound lane closures on Harrow Road from the 22 hours. That is on it from the 20th of March to 22 hours on the 21st of April. So a whole month. Yeah, so please be warned. All right then. Now moving on straight to the river bus this morning. I can tell you shortly, apart from the Woolwich ferry that's running a reduced service due to upgrade works that's going on, all the others are running a good service. So then I go straight to the London cable car shortly. Good service there. Now to the final segment of the travel update, that's the National Rail. What have I got there for you? So on the National Rail this morning, Avanti West Coast, Cross Country, East Midlands Railway, Great Central, Great Western Railways are all offering special services. Also, ScotRail, Thameslink, Transpine and Express, and Transport for Wales, special services there as well. And that is how I'll say it once again as a normally would. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. But whilst we are doing so, another update has just come through from the underground, and they say the Northern Line, no service between Finchley Central and High Barnet while they respond to a fire alert at Finchley Central. So please check it before you leave so you don't get yourself stuck in any traffics or delays where you're going to miss any of your appointments. So, well, as I said, keep your eyes on the roads. Let's take a commercial break. We come back, and then I'll be taking you where? Global Trotting. Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancer taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK and your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to exactly 19 minutes past the top of the hour. It is the Monday edition of the morning show. As I said, we are still waiting for information from Cyprus. Once we have HRH Linda Pallian in a position to be able to bring us the Career 101 section of the program, we bring in that your way. But let me say good morning to Ms. Olayemi Koiki, to all who listen to us via the Koiki Media platforms, Yoruba Nation platforms, or United States of Biafra platforms. I want to salute each and every one of you. And once again, I say welcome to the program and thank you very much for joining in. Bishop Adeshina, all the way in Lagos, Nigeria, I salute you. And then to Professor Banji Akintoye and Chief Dr. Sunday Adeyemo Igboho. Yes, I salute each and every one of you. Hope you are all doing very, very good. Tosin all the way in Moscow, massive good morning to you. All right then. So now let's kick off from home here in the UK and what is happening here in the UK when it comes to the stories making the rounds. 4 Jewish charity ambulances have been set on fire with police due to give update pretty soon, and once we have it, we're going to be bringing that your way. The Prime Minister condemns the horrific anti-Semitic attack, while the Health Secretary says replacement ambulances will be loaned to the Hazola charity. All right then, so lots more going to be coming your way. Scotland becomes first in UK to test newborns for rare genetic conditions, and a plan to scrap most short jail terms comes into effect. So short jail terms and give them community service, right? Okay. Stammer and Trump discuss need to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. We'll be telling you more about that. And British couple in Iran, president says situation is live threatening. Well, definitely it's going to be, because bombs falling anywhere and everywhere. Unless there's a prison break, I don't see any hope there. I don't know what they're going to be doing. But well, Those are some of the stories making the rounds there. But still moving on to other parts of the world, telling you what is happening there as well. And this around kicking off from the US of A. And let me say good morning to all our US viewers and listeners there. 2 pilots have been killed after a plane collided with a fire truck at New York LaGuardia Airport. 2 officers inside the firefighting vehicle involved in the collision are in a stable condition as the airport is expected to be closed until 14 hours local time. Trump says ICE agent will assist airport security as DHS shutdown continues. How a ban on religious symbols has triggered a Canadian constitutional debate, and Hawaii storms have caused $1 billion damage. Governor says, well, the US got the money to, well, they have got up now that the Secretary for War Affairs is looking for $200 billion to continue to fight Iran war. Well, 1 billion is chicken feed, right? Okay. Now, Robert Mueller, ex-FBI chief who led Trump-Russia investigation, has died age 81. And you know what Trump said? Oh, yes, he's happy that he's died. Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, in the Latin American area as well. Let's look at some of the stories making the rounds there. National blackout hit Cuba for second time in a week. Another total failure of its power grid underlines Cuba's hardship under a U.S. imposed fuel blockade. And in an interview during the course of was it last week there or over the weekend, Trump was saying that the next one after the Iran war is taking over Cuba. Now, Mexican teen dies while being held in U.S. custody, U.S. immigration custody, and Venezuelan leader replaces senior military commanders. Is it a turn in the tide, or what exactly is happening there? And Spain King welcomes Mexico's World Cup invite after abuse comments. And those are some of the stories. And a car stolen with 2 months old baby inside. Who did that? It happened in the Latin American area as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. So plodding on here in Europe, and let me tell you what is happening here in Europe as well. French socialists hold on to power in major cities in election boosts for mainstream. Paris and Marseille are held by socialists in local elections, which saw the nationalist right wing in Nice and certain towns. Now, Germany has a shortage of workers, so it's turning to India for help. Really? Okay. Now, Italy is voting on whether to change its constitution. And what does it mean for Meloni? Is it going to be one of the African ones where when that is done, then the person or the leadership can stay in for a very long time? Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right then. Now, moving on to some other stories making the rounds, and straight on to the Middle East as well, as the war, the Iranian war continues unabated. When I say unabated, I want to say, what are you talking about there? Well, Israeli settlers target Palestinian villages in occupied West Bank, attacking people and property. And Trump says US and Iran have held talks on ending war in Middle East as he postpones power plant strikes. The US president says very good and productive conversations have been held on the complete and total resolution of our hostilities in the Middle East. Hopefully, that will pan out. But let's see what happens. Israel is to expand ground and air attacks against Hezbollah in Lebanon. And the UK allow US to use bases to strike straight of Hamas targets. Those are some of the stories making the rounds this morning, coming away from Starr Radio UK. on global trotting. Now, in Asia as well, stock slides and oil rises as U.S. and Iran threatens to escalate war. The International Energy Agency chief says the war could lead to world's worst energy crisis in decades. Now, what are we going to be seeing? Will cool head prevail? So everything will just settle up? Well, I'm going to be telling you more about that. Hong Kong police can now demand phone passwords under new national security rules. Wow. Okay. And then Japan break Australian hearts to win third Women's Asia Cup title. There are some in Australia, ABC Starr to go on strike for first time in 20 years. What is causing them to do so? You want to know more? You got to stay tuned because more is going to be coming your way. More and more and more people have said. Let's listen to that. All right then. Now, Kenyan police are investigating alleged disappearance of ex-foreign minister. The reported disappearance of Raphael Tuju has led to claim he may have been abducted. So, is there abductions going on in Kenya? And how frequent or rampant has it been? Is it a menace that we have to look at? Well. You want to know more, you got to stay tuned. This is Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Fire came from the sky and burned them live on the brink of civil war in South Sudan. There are some stories making the round. The Sudan drone attack on key hospital killed 64 people during Eid. That's what the World Health Organization is also saying. And Rwanda Bata becomes youngest woman T20 century. Well, there are some stories making the rounds there as well. But moving on, still on the African continent, jihadist prisoner release secures fuel convoy truce in Mali. I'll be telling you more about that. Flash floods in Kenya have killed at least 81 and displays thousands more. Damaged Russian tanker adrift in Mediterranean to be towed to Libya. Okay. And DRC Tshisekedi tasked Prime Minister with plan to save struggling national airline. Okay, and turbulence in fuel markets hitting African airlines hard. But there's a question that has been on my mind for all this while, which I'll be looking at once we come into analyzing the story. There, I'll be telling you more. I'll be asking the question, and I will want to know what you think about that. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, as I said, new update there. There's been a discussion between Iran and the US. So Trump has decided to suspend his attack on the energy grid in Iran. Okay. Tinubu seals military alliance with France to tackle terrorism in Nigeria. But my question this morning is, they've been there with their former colonies, yeah? So Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and all this while, and the terrorist activities or terrorism is going on unabated. So these people decided to have a military takeover where they're trying to fight their own menace by themselves. However, we have a situation where now Tinubu is said to have sealed an alliance with France. What are they going to contribute? So all the while they were with their former colonies, helping them to fight this menace, what came out of it? But maybe you are looking at it different from how I'm looking at it. We'll be looking at it together. So wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, now there's one story in Ghana that I want to touch on. Gold Board wins top honors of Pelt Awards and Crown State-owned Enterprise of the Year. It's quite an interesting one because I will want to look at their contributions. Is it the same one where we have is it a general secretary of the NDC, or is it or organizer who is the head of it? Not very sure of that, but we're going to be looking at it into details. And I know there were allegations that there have been some losses there, that the Bank of Ghana was denying a few things that have gone on there. But we'll be looking at it into detail. GRA Education Ministry, Kolebu, rank among least compliant in public funds management. The PFMG league table is showing why. Okay? Why are they not managing the money the way it's supposed to do? Now, in another story, now the president of Ghana is on his way to the UN. But he's going to be talking about reparation. Now the issue is, who are we going to be getting that money from? When we did talk about the environment and then everything that was going on, we're looking at those who are the big polluters, and we're saying that they were supposed to contribute some money and stuff like that. Have they? Will they? So come and talk about reparation. Can you just imagine going to Trump to say, yeah, you know, the US, with everything that happened at the time, and the fact that you use our people to develop your country and whatever, and slavery and everything, do you think he's going to say, oh yeah, don't worry, the US will give you 1 billion or whatever they think is adequate? What do you think? Well, so this is a lot more going to be looking at. Who will pay the reparation? Then when the reparation comes, how are we going to be sharing? Which countries are we going to say that actually suffered the consequences of slavery or slave trade? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, if something to do with your colonial masters there directly, you know that they were infringing whatever things on you, and you say, like Belgium, on Congo and all those, and then you say, okay, coming against you and want reparation from you for all that you did for that time. Somebody say directly, you could do so. But when it's not like that, what do we do under such circumstance? At 11:33, we're going to take a break. And once we come back, we'll delve deeper into all the stories that I've touched on this morning. And we're still waiting to see if we can have any connectivity with HRH Linda Parlian this morning. Let's take a break and I'll be with you. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse. Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
You are listening to Starr Radio Morning Show. Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
Welcome back to the program. This is Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. To those of you listening to us on the various platforms, I salute each and every one of you. Once again, I say thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right then. Now, let's crack on. Let's look at the detailed stories making the rounds. Kicking off from home here, where there have been some development. The Prime Minister has condemned the 4 ambulances belonging to a Jewish community charity have been set on fire in northern London. Please, I'm about to give a statement. We'll try to get whether we will get any updates from there. Now, the attacks are being treated as an anti-Semitic hate crime, the Metropolitan Police says. The Prime Minister Keir Starmer calls it a horrific anti-Semitic attack, adding, "It's really important that we all stand together at a moment like this." Now, Health Secretary West Reading says replacement ambulances will be loaned to Hazola charity and the government will fund permanent replacement. Now, London Fire Brigade were called to Highfield Road in Golders Green at around 0140 hours and said multiple cylinders in the vehicles exploded, causing windows to break in nearby flats. Now, CCTV footage shows 3 suspects walking towards an ambulance before setting it on fire. The free Hazola ambulance service was set up in 1979 by Chief Rabbi Ephraim Mervis has said its sole mission is to protect life, Jewish and non-Jewish alike. Okay. But Lawrence Blitz, speaking on behalf of the Hazola alongside West Reading, said the incident was shocking in the extreme. He describes the work of the emergency services who responded to the attack as magnificent, adding that Hazola was grateful for the replacement ambulances that had been provided on loan. And Blake says our phones haven't stopped. Our volunteers are responding to call out and our service continues unbroken. The government is supposed to be funding that, but Streeting says 4 replacement ambulances will be loaned to Hazola. Well, so what do you think is causing this to happen? Definitely the war in Iran is something that we are looking at, and those who are against the war or the attack on Iran, okay, and what is happening with the Jewish community here. But the Prime Minister is saying that there's no need for us to do so. But until today, well, where this incident has happened, I never knew that the Jewish community that had a charity where they had a charity, Jewish charity ambulances. I never knew of the sort. So that's a good one there. But can other faiths decide to have their own ambulances? Is it allowed? Somebody say, why not? If they have it, it's good. It works. Because when the communities are suffering, at least it will be used to convey, or as a first respondent, they can get there and see to help to sustain their lives or to stabilize them. But what do you think about that? Let me know. And why should people go on to do so? Well, somebody will say that this is not directly linked to what is happening in Iran or the war in the Middle East. But well, people have a way of showing their own support or whatever they are thinking with other people or across the globe, or as per what is going on geopolitics. People have a way of looking at that. Well, when it comes to the stories making the rounds with the war in the Middle East, U.S., Israel, and Iran war is causing lots of trouble, especially when it comes to the Strait of Hormuz. Well, that strait is going to be straight one day. Now, Prime Minister Keir Starmer and U.S. President Donald Trump have discussed the need to reopen the Strait of Hormuz in a call about the ongoing Middle East conflict. Now, traffic through the strait, one of the world's busiest shipping lanes, has slowed down by about 95% since the Iran war began on the 28th of February. A Downing Street spokesperson said the leaders agreed that reopening the Strait of Hormuz was essentially to ensure stability in the global energy market during the conversation on Sunday evening. It comes as Keir Starmer is set to chair a Cobra meeting, which will be attended by the Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey on Monday to discuss the impact of the war on the cost of living. Is there going to be any cut in interest rate? As Trump was saying, there needs to be a cut. Meanwhile, you are causing trouble for oil prices to shoot up. Now it comes, okay, the Downing Street spokesperson said Keir and Trump had agreed to speak again soon. Now Keir is also expected to face questions from senior MPs about the government response to the conflict when he appears in front of the liaison committee in the House of Commons ahead of the Cobra meeting today. Now, Iran has effectively blocked the strait since the US and Israel attacked the country on the 28th of February. About 20% of the world's oil and liquefied natural gas usually passes through it, and global fuel prices have soared in the wake of the war. Now, with crude up 45% to $106 a barrel. In a social media post on Saturday, Trump threatened to obliterate Iranian power plants if the strait was not open within 48 hours. Now, Tehran has said it will target US-linked energy sites across the Gulf region if the US follows through with its threats, according to Iranian state. Now, topics expected to be covered in the Cobra meeting will also be attended by the Chancellor, Foreign Secretary, and Energy Secretary, include energy security and the economic impact of the crisis on families. The question is, how much fuel are we getting from the Strait of Hormuz? And if not, who is supplying us? Well, we know that we have the Northern Bay where we get our most of the crude oil there, but I don't know whether they get it and ship it to behaving like Nigeria, right? They have crude oil, they ship it out, and they refine it and bring it back, or I don't know what they have been cut there. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. We go straight on to the US, where a very, very sad situation that has occurred, and that pertains to a plane crash in New York's LaGuardia Airport. Now, 2 pilots have been killed after an Air Canada plane collided with a firefighting vehicle at New York LaGuardia Airport. The plane carrying 72 passengers and 4 crew initially landed safely from Montreal on Sunday evening. Some 41 passengers and crew were taken to the hospital. All but 9 have since been discharged. Some have serious injuries. 2 officers who were inside the fire truck are in a stable condition in hospital. The airport, which is one of the busiest in the US, is expected to remain closed until 14 hours. That's 18 hours GMT. Now, pictures show the plane, a CRJ 900 model, suffered significant damage. Meanwhile, an investigation has been launched. But the question is, what brought about that collision? So it says that Air Canada flight CAC 8646 departed Montreal, that is about 22 hours or 0212 hours GMT, over 2 hours late, according to a tracking website, Flight Aware. Now, minutes before 2340, Airport Authority Rescue and firefighter vehicle is called to a separate issue on a plane at LaGuardia Airport in New York that had requested support. At approximately 23 hours 40, the plane collides with a firefighter vehicle on the ground while landing at LaGuardia. On 2340, emergency services immediately responded, and LaGuardia Airport says that the airport is currently closed due to the incident. At around 0330, the first portion of National Transportation Safety Board and the investigation team arrived there. That is a catalog of the happenings there. But it's a very, very, very sad and serious issue that has taken place there. So the question is, how come? Who was in charge of the controls? That's the airport controls, that's what I mean. The tower, control tower. What were they doing? We know that some of the, what do you call them? Those working at the airports are on strike, or they are not attending, are not coming to work because DHS has been, the Department of, because of the government trying to get some money for ICE, and because the DHS has been shut down, and there has been all those issues back and forth because the Democrats want to get a good deal there. But Trump is saying that ICE agents will assist airport security as DHS shutdown continues. We'll see how it all pans out there. We're just going straight on because of our time. As of now, I've still not had information from HRH Linda Pallion, so we'll still plod on. We'll be bringing the program to a close at 12 o'clock if we are able to do so. Star Radio UK. But if you want to phone in to share your take with us, feel free to do so. The number or the line, just look for Teams. If you have Teams, just look for Star Radio UK, and boom, 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 we'll be there to pick your call. All right, let's move on straight to the latest update that is coming from the U.S. Donald Trump says the U.S. and Iran have held talks on the complete and total resolution of hostilities in the Middle East. He says that as a result of the talks, he has postponed threatened strikes on Iranian power plants. On Saturday night, Trump gave Iran 48 hours deadline to open the Strait of Hormuz, or he said the U.S. will obliterate Iranian power plants, starting with the biggest one first. Now, earlier, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and US President Donald Trump agreed that reopening the Strait of Hormuz is essential to resume global shipping during a call late on Sunday. The call, which came on the day Trump shared a satirical clip about the Prime Minister, lasted 20 minutes. Well, interestingly, Trump. The question is, do you trust what he does? Or what do we do? I think I'm going to be branching on straight to some of the other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world. But let me bring you this one from Cuba, and then we'll move on to the African front. National blackout hits Cuba for second time in a week, and it's all due to the sanctions that have been placed by Trump on crude that goes to Cuba. Now, more than 10 million people have had power cuts to their homes and businesses across Cuba after the country's national electrical grid collapsed for the second time in a week. Cuba's energy ministry said a total disconnection of the national electrical system has occurred in a social media statement. Now, Cuba's grid operator, UNE, said it was gradually recovering electricity, prioritizing vital centers, including hospitals and water systems. By Sunday afternoon, power had been restored to about half of Havana, according to its electricity company. The Caribbean country has suffered 3 major blackouts this month as a U.S. fuel blockade cuts of foreign oil imports required to keep power stations running. So are they going to be looking at plan B when it comes to power? So maybe having solar panels and wind farms, and then to be using those bits so that they can decide, you know what, we don't care about any of this. But it takes time for that to be done, you know. So I know the Cubans are very, very innovative when it comes to scientific advancement, and they got one of the best doctors and a few, and the military, they're very, very, very good as well. But the issue, once again, is how long does it take for you to build those things? And having generators or having solar panels and stuff like that. Will it be even allowed to be shipped into the country? So has it actually affected all shipment into the country or what? Well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, and we move on It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, moving on to the African front this morning. Well, is it abduction? Is it what? It is abduction by who? Now, Kenyan police are investigating the reported disappearance of former Foreign Minister Rafael Tuju amid claims he has been abducted. Now, according to Tuju's family, the ex-minister and his driver went missing as they were on their way to an evening radio interview on Saturday. Where did they got missing from? Now, police said his vehicle was found abandoned with its hazard lights on along a road in Karen, on an upper market suburb of the capital, Nairobi. They said they could not reach him as his phone was switched off. The former minister, who served in several roles, including foreign minister, has been embroiled in a long-running legal battle contesting the auction and takeover of his properties in Nairobi over an unsettled bank loan. He recently alleged that dozens of police officers had raided his property in Karen, ejected his staff and security guards and taken control of the business premises. He claimed that powerful officials were behind attempts to seize his property. The government has not commented on the allegation. The court dispute involves lenders seeking to recover debts of up to $15 million tied to properties owned by Tuju's company, Dare Limited. He has lodged multiple unsuccessful legal challenges to stop the auction and recently obtained an order barring the transfer of the property until his latest application is heard. On Sunday, Tuju's lawyer, Paul Nyimodi, said that the local media that the ex-minister had, prior to his disappearance, filed a report to the police about being trailed by unmarked vehicles. The police said a specialized team was handling the case and was working in coordination with all other relevant government agencies to establish his whereabouts. Well, we hope that they find him, because if you arrest him, if you do whatever to him, that means that you're going to be getting your money or whatever things that you want to get out of his property. So let him live. But again, when it comes, because of all this legal gymnastics that I call it, so you have this one with blatantly that this person has done that. But the law makes it such that, oh yeah. So that's why I say that it's not everybody who is cleared in the court. It's not has not actually has not actually done what he's been accused of doing. Okay? So somebody can be cleared from the courts, but actually the person was guilty. But because of all these legal gymnastics that the lawyers and all those people do, at times even innocent people, not at times, innocent people even find themselves at the brutal end of the law. So what do you think is happening there? It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. 6 minutes to the top of the hour at the time. The morning show, the program, as we plod on to one story, a couple of stories before we come to Ghana, and then we'll look at what is happening there as well. Now, more than 100 suspected jihadists have been freed in Mali under a deal to halt attacks on fuel convoys. Now, since September, the Al-Qaeda affiliated group for the support of Islam and Muslims had repeatedly targeted tanker convoys, causing acute fuel shortage. Now, a local elected official confirmed the release of more than 100 jihadis in exchange for the opening of a corridor to allow convoys of tanker lorries to pass through. Now, several security sources said the troops will hold until Muslim festival of Eid al-Adha at the end of May. Members of the Fulani ethnic group, often conflated with jihadists, have been released. Now, landlocked Mali has faced a deep security crisis since 2012, when violence from Al-Qaeda and Islamic State affiliates alongside criminal gangs. But let's come to Nigeria. Now, we had the French, who are former colonial masters of these countries, where now we hear them, cutting a truce or a peace deal with terrorists, let me put it that way for lack of words, who are causing menace when it comes to the moving of fuel, okay, in the country. But President Bola Tinubu has confirmed a new phase of military cooperation between Nigeria and France aimed at strengthening the country's fight against terrorism and rising insecurity. The development follows high-level talks between Tinubu and French President Emmanuel Macron as Nigeria intensifies efforts to secure external support for its armed forces. The president made this known on Sunday during a meeting with state governors at his Ikoyi residence in Lagos. The gathering took place shortly after his return from a 2-day visit to the United Kingdom, where security and defense partnerships also featured prominently in his engagement. But speaking at the meeting, Tinubu said Nigeria had secured French backing in the area of military equipment and operational support. But the question is, France has been there all this while. Why haven't they been able to help their own former colonies fight this menace? So, if they go to, if Nigeria goes to them to say, you know what, we want you to come and help us to do blah, 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 giving us technical help and all those bits, are they back in the wrong tree? Maybe they could have gone to Russia or maybe China to say, come and help us to do so. Because some will say that they have not colonized you before, or they've not done anything of the sort. So let's see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London as we draw the program to a close. But let me bring this one your way before we do so. Now, President John Dramani Mahama is set to lead Ghana's delegation to the United States for a high-level engagement on reparatory justice and the remembrance of victims of the transatlantic slave trade. The president is expected to depart Accra today for New York and Pennsylvania for what officials describe as a historic visit focused on advancing global discourse on historical injustice. A key highlight of the visit will be his participation at the high-level special event on reparatory justice at the United Nations headquarters on Tuesday, where he will convene and deliver the keynote address. The event, themed Reparatory Justice for the Trafficking of Enslaved Africans and the Racialized Cartel Enslavement of Africans, is expected to bring together world leaders and senior officials to deliberate on legacy of slavery and the case of reparations. But the question is, do you think we're going to be getting anything of the sort? And again, like I was asking the question, what do we talk about? Let's talk about DRC, okay, Democratic Republic of Congo, where their former colonial masters was Belgium, okay? So Zaire, Belgium, and then whatever things that they were doing, the ivory and everything that they were doing there, and we know the minerals and everything, and the way they killed the people, which we know has happened in various places. But in this one, it's targeted to against one particular country. So if we want to agree to say that, okay, what Belgium did at the time was wrong and therefore a reparation needs given to them, what do you think is going to happen? That one directly, we know that it's given to the community of the country and they can use it to do whatever things. But if you look at reparation for the slave trade and everything, where is it going to be going to? Or we can just say, give us the money, whatever we do with it, we don't care. We can just do whatever we want to do with it. Because after all, you took our people in chains. Those who died on the way, you trapped them into the sea. Even some who didn't die, but because of inspection that was taking place, and then because some of the ships were overloaded with slaves, you threw some of them into the deep seas. They died there after hanging, putting heavy weights on them to just drown them and stuff like that. Now, all those ills that have been done, so we don't give a hoot. Just give us the money and then we'll get on with our lives. If we decide to just use it as a carpet to walk on it, that is ours. So Do you think with what is happening across the globe now, where all the attention is in the Middle East, do you think that we're going to be getting anybody or anyone to say they are ready to talk about reparations when the economies are on fire? Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Starr Radio UK, and this is where I have to bring the program to a close because I've still not gotten through to HRH Linda Pallion. But I'll be coming your way tomorrow, God willing, with another edition of the morning show. Until then, it's me, your one and only Archie, saying what? Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm out like that. Bye-bye for now. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.